Howdy, friends. It's Steve Depoe here with the Rose Realty Team with this week's real estate vlog for North Texas. Today, we're going to talk about protecting your family's future. Now, protecting your family's future starts with real estate. Before we get into that, hey, we hope you all had a great Thanksgiving yesterday, and you didn't eat too much, and you're doing okay, and you and your family were safe and happy, and had a great time. So look, protecting your family's future, your home isn't just a shelter, okay? It's a legacy. You built that home, you lived in it for a number of years. It's where the family got together for holidays like Thanksgiving, like Christmas, like birthdays, Easter, et cetera, right? Today we're going to try to learn a little bit about smart real estate decisions today to protect your family's future tomorrow. Okay, so before we get going again, hey, please go to our YouTube channel. That's at Moving to Dallas, Texas. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll get updates about everything we upload to the channel. You'll be able to review past vlogs. You'll be able to share those vlogs with family and friends, etc. It's a good resource for you. And like I always like to say, you'll become the smartest person in your neighborhood when it comes to real estate, which is both a blessing and a curse. So we thank you and we appreciate you for doing that. Okay, so look, clarify title and ownership as early as possible. So to avoid the family conflicts, many homes are just one name and not aligned with a trust. Okay, you're creating confusion if something happens. So if it's just mom and dad, own the house, then what does that mean? Okay, mom and dad go into assisted living. Mom and dad unfortunately pass. It happens to all of us. And so then what happens to that house? So plan proactively, okay? And what that means is updating your title and aligning your title with the real estate plan that you have that removes any future legal and emotional stress. So the last thing you want, right, is for maybe little Johnny is the executor of your will, and he's got to figure out, geez, what do mom and dad really want to do with the house? Okay, did they want did they want Sally to live in there because she's got a big family, or did they want to sell it outright, or did they want to give it to a charity? Who knows? Whatever. But it's real important to clarify titleship and ownership as early as possible so that everybody understands what's going on. Unlock the power of equity. A lot of people don't really realize they've got this kind of silent wealth builder, going on. Homeowners may be sitting on, tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of equity, and they have no plan to use it. Okay. Now, what can you do with that equity? Well, you can support future needs. The equity can fund college for sons and daughters and grandsons and granddaughters. You could use it for retirement, long-term care if you needed to, or you could help one of your children buy or build their first home. Okay, so you can you use that equity and put it to use with inside the family. Okay, a lot of people don't think about that. They just think of like one step. I've got the house, mortgage is paid down, and we're happy. Well, yeah, but you got this asset that you can put to use not only for you but also for the rest of the family, and that's where the legacy part comes in. Have the family have the family real estate talk. Okay, so communication is key. Okay, we've all heard stories about, I think I heard mom and dad say this, or I think I heard dad say that, or mom say that. Many families don't discuss plans for the home, leading to the confusion during emergencies. Okay, and emergencies is the operative word here. When things are on fire, when things are not literally, but when things are on fire, when everybody's running around like a nut, and they're they're also grieving because maybe something happened to mom and dad, or we've got to put them in an assisted living or memory care or something like that. That's the toughest part because now we're under a time crunch and we've got to do something in a hurry, and oftentimes mistakes are made. So you have a 1 hour big impact. A single conversation about the will or the trust and about with the real estate planner, or what real estate agent you would like to use is real important to prevent this chaos, right? So we're talking about putting together a plan, following it through. Okay, hopefully you have a plan for your investments, for your insurance, for your 401k, et cetera, et cetera. It's real important to do the same thing for real estate because real estate, in effect, could potentially be one of your biggest assets. Incorporate your home into your estate plan. Okay, so depending on what you want done with your home, there's the legal clarity matters. Okay, so include the property in your will or your trust, and document who to contact when that time comes when it's needed. Okay, you could reduce the burden on. We keep on picking on them, but we can reduce the burden on little Johnny. Families will have a plan to face fewer delays and avoid costly legal headaches, right? You also understand that if you don't have this plan in place, the house is going to sit. Okay, it's going to have to go through probate, and lawyers and a judge is going to have to determine what did mom and dad want. Okay, well, the end result may be that mom and dad wanted Sally to get the house. And the judge is going to say, yes, put it up for sale and sell it. Well, that's not what mom and dad wanted, and there's nothing you could do about it at that point. So it's real important to incorporate your home into your estate plan so that everybody along the way, both the attorneys on all kinds of different sides, and the family know what your intentions are to do with that house. Think ahead and not in a crisis. Most most people make errors or forget something when a crisis happens. Okay, we call that peace over pleasure. Okay, so peace over pressure. So planning a move or a state change when you're in control and there's less stress is the important thing to do. Okay, work with a pro. Okay, you want to work with a trust attorney and a real estate advisor who's also certified in real estate planning. Okay, you make sure that your home becomes a legacy to your family down the line and not a liability. Okay, so what does that mean? So we talked about taking the equity and go doing helping somebody with college or helping somebody buy their first home. Well, that house that you live in, okay, could become a legacy to the family, okay, depending on what you want done with it. So if you want to, if the mortgage is low and you want to keep the house in the family, maybe you have a tenant, you put it up for rent, you have tenants coming in. Then you're also at the same time you're getting the family is getting that passive income now that you're gone, and the family can then at the same time use the equity in that house to put somebody through college or medical school, or if a health crisis came up. So in summary, look, real estate is more than just equity. Okay, it's your family's anchor. It's where they grew up. It's what they called home. Okay, you protect them you protect them by planning early, communicating clearly, and acting wisely. Okay, and a real estate planner like somebody like the Rose Realty Team can help you put that plan into action, and it can help you create that plan so that at the end of the day that home that you're living in or homes that you may have become a legacy for the family and not a burden or liability. Next week, we're going to talk about something along the sort of the same lines here. We're going to talk about a rental that becomes a wealth generating machine. Okay, it's an important topic. Rose and I wish that we had kind of started earlier down the path of acquiring properties, but once we got into it, we did quite well, and we were able to help our financial well-being. Until next time, this is Steve. I am with the Rose Realty Team. See you soon.